Hello, welcome to the Cat Awards 2024. I would like to introduce my bestie, Aria Rhapsody.
Hello. I'm a little fully guy.
I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you. I've grown fur since you saw me last.
And you're very cute, just like you were before. Incredible.
Debatable.
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 Alright. So, welcome to the Cat Awards 2024. I have been drinking. I made this drink myself. I call it Good Girl Sprite. It is, I'm very proud of this. It is 1-to-1 ratio. Lemon heads, infused vodka, and just regular Sprite. And then you add in honey and a little bit of lemon.
That sounds good.
It's really good. It's unbelievably sweet. I don't think I've had a drink.
Kill me.
Huh?
I said it would probably kill me.
Maybe. It's probably the sweetest drink I have ever had. Oh gosh. Arya is a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. She agrees. Alright, so I don't know if you have been here last year or the year before, but basically what this is me talking about my year just in like retrospect.
Welcome to the Destrega fan club.
Thank you, Laronas the cook. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, it's like I just talk about things I got accomplished this year, or like things that I felt good about. Sometimes I feel like I talked about bad stuff too in the past, but we're not gonna do that this year. Not because it's been a good year, but because I feel like it's important to like carry a positive attitude into the next year. So, let me start by talking about the stuff I got done that I actually made resolutions for in 2024, the very beginning. And you can go back and watch the Cat Awards 2023.
Was I there last year? Didn't the same
You
thing
were,
happen?
yeah, you were here last year.
Wow.
Incredible. So give me a moment.
That's
Oh my
Destrega?
gosh! What the heck? Feltemp! Thank you!
Huge.
Valorant,
That's
thank
Destrega?
you! Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Big thanks to Valorant, the worst game ever made.
Oh my
Actually, no, it's
god.
League of Legends.
That's
Sorry.
Destrega?
I can
Okay,
be mean to Riot Games.
you're allowed.
They made me cry
Destrega?
today.
They made you cry today.
Yeah.
Don't let them do that. They shouldn't be able to do that. So,
Does that say
Um,
Destrega?
let me copy this and paste it. Boom. And then you're all gonna have to deal with it being
That's a
completely off the
Destrega?
screen. Because that's how it works. Let's see, how can I fix this? Oh, I see. Good enough. We'll just have to cover Arya a little
Yeah, you
bit.
can cover me
Just
for
a
a
little
bit.
bit.
It's fine.
Just a
Whatever.
little
Who
bit.
cares?
So I squeaked it in under the wire that I was true to myself at the end of 2024. I feel like I started really strong, and I started to push myself to like be honest about what I like and who I am and stuff more through the year. And at the end of the year, I was like, I want to talk about this thing that I actually wanted to talk about at the beginning of the year, which is why I am, you know, transgender. Like, what fictional character kind of turned me inside out?
Astolfo, JK.
Astolfo. But yeah, so I talked about that, like, I think it was on Christmas. And I felt pretty good about it. I didn't feel like I made a mistake at the end of the year. I feel like if I did it at the beginning of the year, I would have felt like that. I definitely spent more time with friends. Aria almost made it to the Busch Gardens trip.
And then my job said no.
Yeah, your job. We gotta do a new trip this year. Figure out how we can get Aria there. And then I did another Donathon, which was really nice. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than the first one because I wasn't trying to hurt myself the entire time.
We still have to do a sleepover.
Yes, we got to do the sleepover stream. I will talk about that. That's actually in all of this stuff, but I'm really excited for that. I paid off my car I don't remember if it was October or November, but it's done. The car is mine. I literally have the title on my desk. I'm so happy about that. It was like, this is probably a lot because I didn't pay a lot up front. But I was paying like $650 a month for it. And I finally got it paid off. So that bill is just gone now. So I don't have to worry about paying that anymore. I'm trying to help my wife with rent and everything, so obviously I'm still paying bills, but that's one less bill that I have to worry about. And then, personal goals. I finished a full-length visual novel in Japanese. You want to see which one? It's pretty easy. I can just... It's this one right here. Dokusei 2 Remake. I finished it on my alt. It's incredible. I started relearning Japanese at the beginning of April. I think I played the demo for Dokusei 2 when it came out in the end of April, maybe beginning of May. And then I actually got the game right after Flannel Cat asked me to go out with her, which was in July. And I finished it, I think in like late November. It took a long time. But I did get it done. And you're gonna see I'm kind of scooting that goal forward. We're gonna see more of that. That's really nice. Let's talk about the things I started. This is not all gonna fit on the screen, but I cannot be fucked to care right now. Sega 8 and 16 grab bag. Spelunky. I'm sorry. I didn't finish it yet. I'm trying. Trying to learn Spelunky. Regular VNs. I did not play VNs regularly before this. I also started my alt stream. Shoutouts to Owie. How do I do this? Shout out. It's been a while. I'm sorry.
Slash shoutout.
Slash shoutout. Space my name. Boom. There we go. So if you want to watch visual novels, I'm currently playing through Night Shift Nurses on on the alt.
That's a family-friendly game, right?
Very not family-friendly.
No. It's about a hospital. Just people getting along, treating their patients. It's like House.
Me and a character that will be featured soon do our best to make sure none of the 18 plus content gets shown on stream, but you know, we do our best. That's all I'll say. After Night Shift Nurses is done, the plan is to play Dona Dona. Oh my god, Cat!
That's a lot of people.
Cat, thank you for the raid. Welcome. 50 people? My girlfriend is logged on.
No, you
Oh
can't.
no, here we go. Well, welcome everybody. I'm a little
logged on.
a little inebriated.
Man beater has logged on.
Are you?
My girlfriend
little bit.
is logged on. My girlfriend
see
is
it.
logged on. My girlfriend is logged
Here
on.
we go. I don't think.
My girlfriend is
Well,
logged on.
she'll hear it in a minute. But Arya can't hear the.
Welcome
My
to the
girlfriend
Restrega
has
fan
logged
club.
on.
That's it.
So, where was I? Regular VN playing. So, I've been playing visual novels on the alt. Been playing through Night Shift Nurses. Dona Dona is next. That is the plan. That ties into the alt stream. Okay, bye, Cat. Have fun. Thank you so much for the raid. I started relearning Japanese. I'm way better at it than I was at the beginning of the year. I started Subarashiki Hibi Furenzoku Sonzai, which is a visual novel, also known as Wonderful Everyday. I think it's like Disinterest De-Intellect or something is the German... Yeah, the German subtitle. They translated the subtitle into German instead of English. It was really good. You can get it on Just USA. They're having a sale right now, by the way. So, if you want visual novels, go to Just USA right now. I started White Album. Kat got me White Album on my birthday, and I've been enjoying it a lot. I need to finish it. You'll see why later. I started Night Shift Nurses, Gal Guardians, and Gal Gun. I started writing about the first 2 Dokusei games. I'm sorry, this is, like, too big. I will finish that when I finish Dokusei 2. Well, not the same time, but the plan is to keep writing about them. I started Chaos Head Noah near the end of the year. I started... Ooh, I have moved something I should not. Oh yeah! The monthly video game literature club. So we played... The first game we played was Dr. Chaos for NES. It was pretty good. I don't think it was, like, fantastic, but I did enjoy a lot of it. And then we played The Guardian Legend, which I enjoyed a little bit more. And hopefully this month coming up, we're either gonna have I Senshi Nicole or Tomba. And I have voted for Tomba, but we'll see what wins. We also started PC98 game playthroughs. I meant to play a lot more of them, but so far I've only played Animajang. Oh god, is it X3? I had to look it up. Hold on. V3. I started Animajang V3 and finished it on stream. So we're playing through Sagna's PC98 library. And that's happening on my Discord. I will try and do more of that as we're going forward. I have had, like, constant headaches for the past 4 or 5 months. And I finally have healthcare to get them checked out. So we'll get that taken care of next year. And then Stream Bingo! I know Elvis said that it was their 45th Stream Bingo.
Stringo.
Stringo, yeah. Stream Bingo's fun. I need to update it, but it is pretty fun. Okay. Next. The things that I finished. And it's not a whole lot. I didn't write down everything that I finished. I wrote down, like, the major stuff, right? So, I finished Dokusei 2. I finished Nukitashi, which is another visual novel. I finished Power Slave for Saturn. That game is sick as heck.
It's hard.
Is it?
It was for me.
I really enjoyed it. I think there were maybe I struggled on like one boss. Yeah, I feel like there was one boss that I struggled on.
My main complaint was how much backtracking the game has.
Yeah, it does have a lot of backtracking.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it a lot though. I'm a big like collectathon fan, so I'm used to backtracking and Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie type stuff. I really like that. And then I finished Saturn Grab Bag near the middle of the year. I beat Rayman again in one day for the subathon. That was really cool. I'm really glad that I actually managed to do that. I was worried that I wouldn't get it done in one day, but I did.
The Rayman beater has logged on.
Thank you, Elvis. Elden Ring, I also basically completed, like I didn't close out my second playthrough, but I had gotten to the end of my second playthrough so I could play the DLC. And then I played through the DLC and closed out my second playthrough. And started playing it again. I have not finished it the third time, but we'll get there. We'll get there. That's kind of my, like, relaxation game, so I'll probably, like, sit down in the living room and play that every now and then. And I want to hang out with my wife. I also finished Idle Janshi Suchi Pai 2, which, as many of you know, I started in 2020, was it 2023? It was 2023. It was like mid-2023, I think I started it. But I finished all of the different possible partner routes and the real Mahjong route at the end of the game, which is the last thing you unlock. I also 1 credit cleared Twinkle Tail in November, despite my headaches. Which is nice. And then I beat Astrobot 100% in like 4 days or something. And I finished that 2 days ago. I got in right under the wire. And then there's a few things that I ended up putting on hold. And I don't want to think of these negatively. These are more like things that I plan on coming back to. So, number 1, I've never played. The stream series is kind of on hold right now until I get better at Spelunky. Once I get better at Spelunky, it will be back. Guaranteed. I really like that series. I really like playing through new big games on stream because people get really excited about it. They talk about their experiences with games growing up or, you know, in adulthood, or some people have even like played through stuff right after I've played through it to try it. And it's a really cool mutual experience that I like having with people. That's kind of why I'm doing the video game literature club as well. The music right now, on point. I started Policenauts, but stopped playing it. I didn't think it was all that. I was not very impressed with Policenauts compared to Snatcher. I will return to it. It's not gonna fall off or anything. I just felt like there were more important things to play. Same thing with Desire. If you are not familiar, the writer, the I don't want to say musician, the composer. The writer, composer, and artist for Desire, Yuno, and Eve Bursterror are all the same people. The same 3 people work together, even across studios on those games. I love Yuno. I think it's a very good game. Kat has been playing through it recently. I played it a long time ago at this point, probably like 2019, 2020, something like that. And I wanted to see what else the writer was up to, so I played through the first scenario in Desire, and I liked it quite a bit. I just didn't think I had the time to go through the second and third scenarios in it. But I'll get to it. I don't think it'll be too long, and that's nice. And Kamaitachi no Yoru, I played the remake of it that is available for PC. It was cool on the first playthrough, but I was not impressed with the stuff that you get after the game is over. So I just kind of put it on the back burner. And I'll come back to that too. Like, none of these are going away, it's just... You know. Sometimes you just don't click with stuff the first time, and you come back to it and it's like, oh, this is sick as hell, actually. And I'm hoping that'll happen with those.
Does ACAB apply to the police stops?
Absolutely.
Oh, shit, okay.
They're on notice.
Damn.
Hello? Am I back?
Here, so.
Okay,
yes.
Elvis says welcome back. Alright. I'm not going to paste this text again.
Did it crash OBS?
Yeah, as soon as I pasted the text and hit OK, it crashed OBS. So I think there's probably some like weird character in there or something.
Were you
so-
trying to post?
I was just talking about what I'm looking forward to.
Well,
Don't look forward to anything. Got
do
it.
not look forward
Thank
to
you.
anything in the new year.
Thank you, Ario
very nice.
Rhapsody. Pro tip. But yeah, in the end of January, we're gonna have, I'm gonna be at MagFest and seeing a lot of friends. Another big thing that I've been wanting to do since it got met for the Donathon / Subathon. The sleepover stream will be done with Kat and Arya. And I have a format for it. I think I've told both of them the format. I can remind you now, Arya, if you don't remember, but
For what?
for the sleepover stream, yeah.
I can't remember. What was it?
So the first part of it is that we're gonna like play a game. Like each of us will play a game for like roughly 30 minutes to an hour, and we'll just like watch each other play our games and ask questions and enjoy it. And then we're all gonna like eat dinner together. We're gonna order something from some place that all of us can get, and then we'll
Jack in the Box for everyone.
Jack in the Box.
They
then we'll-
opened a Jack in the Box by me for the first time in years.
Really?
It's actually really yummy. Yeah.
I am surprised. I have not seen Jack in the Box any further east than like literally Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. That's really cool. And then we'll probably just like chat and tell stories and stuff, and then we'll go to sleep together. Obviously, it's a sleepover. Girls gotta sleep together. More visual novels. I'm looking forward to playing more visual novels. I don't know why they scratch my itch so well, but they do. we're gonna talk a lot more about visual novels this stream, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And then getting my headaches figured out. I got a new job at the end of November. It is very stressful. It's not quite as stressful as when I started, but it is very stressful, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But the fact of the matter is I finally have, like, healthcare, dental insurance, vision insurance, so, like, I don't have to pay out of pocket for those anymore. That'll be nice. Okay. Are you ready for the actual awards?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
Let's go. Okay.
Astrobot wins every award.
Astrobot. Okay. Ah!
You
No!
just put it on
You
so
didn't
could
see all
pull
that.
on it, didn't you?
You didn't see all that. Hold on. She's learning. She's learning. There we go. Okay, we should be good. Boom. Most fun taste test. So what did I try for like a short while that was the most enjoyable? So like grab bag stuff. What was my favorite thing out of all the grab bag stuff? And I think if you were there, you probably know what this is. But just in case if you weren't, it's RoboCop versus the Terminator for Sega Genesis.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
the game owns.
It's so good. It's so ridiculous. It's like the perfect Euro trash like platformer. Like it just makes very little sense, but it's so much fun to play through. So that's the first award. Give me
How many total awards are there?
let's see. I haven't counted actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 awards. So not as many as last year. But to be fair, I haven't been streaming a lot lately because of the headaches get worse when I stream because I'm number 1 talking, which like aggravates them. Number 2, the headphones are on my head, which also aggravates them. So streaming for a short amount of time is kind of the best for me. For the time being, anyway. Okay. The next one. Shocker. If you don't follow me on Blue Sky, or if you haven't paid attention to me on Blue Sky, you may not know what this one is. The best anime I watched in 2024. I know you can't guess this one, Arya. I was gonna actually ask you to guess what this was.
It's the
Wait.
Shika Noko.
Oh my god. Dear girl.
Yeah, she's great.
She is very cute. I will say that. It's Dokusei Natsu no Owari ni, which is the 1994 Pink Pineapple. How would I describe this? Softcore porn anime? It's actually really good. Pink Pineapple used to be goated for people that don't know. Pink Pineapple was actually like sick as hell until like 2004, 2005. Yeah, the end of summer. Classmates, the end of summer is your translation for this. This does not have an English translation available. There is actually an official English translation on VHS, but there is no rip of it. Nobody knows anybody who has the VHS tapes.
They're locked away in Fort Knox.
Yeah, they're locked away in Fort Knox. So there's like a kind of like a demo episode that is comprised of animation and story from the first 2 episodes, which are Misa and Satomi's story, the 2 girls on the right. And it is incredible. And both of their episodes, like standalone, are also excellent. After that, it is not as good. You can tell that the quality drops off when Kurumi's episode 3, comes on. And I haven't watched episode 4 yet. But I would highly recommend watching this. The OVA, like the pilot episode, if you want to call it that, with Misa and Satomi, is translated. And it's translated okay. It's not great, but it's okay. The individual episodes 1 through 4 are not translated into English. They are translated into Russian for whatever reason, but not English. So, kind of fucked if you don't know Japanese on that one, but they are very good. Incredible animation for 1994 hentai. I'm gonna be honest.
Huge.
Actually sick as hell. Okay. I have scrolled too far down. Where am I? There we go. So, next up. I'm copying and pasting. Okay. I think this one will be obvious to a lot of people. Best New Stream Edition. So, I've added a lot of new things to the stream this year. But I don't know how many people watch the alt. And this is something that comes on the alt all the time. She is a mainstay of my censoring. She's always there,
That's
always helping
interesting.
out.
Wake up, Babe Cat is streaming.
Hey, Galaga!
The yes girl?
Yes, it's the Yes Girl, also known as the No Girl, also known as Asane Tachibana. This is the sister character from Nukitashi, which is a visual novel I'll be talking about more soon. But basically, she is not a romantic option in the game. She's just like your cheerleader, I guess is a way to put it, but it's more like she's like your pillar of strength, okay? And she's also my pillar of strength. She helps keep my alt streams clean. Whenever there's something that I can't show, I throw Asane up on the stream. I don't know if I have her set up on here. I don't think I do. No, I don't.
Is she always yesing though, or does she know?
Oh, she's definitely on the no side when she's on the
Okay.
the alt stream. Here, I'll show you. Where are you at, girl? There you are. This is what you'll normally see.
Okay.
When you're not allowed to see what's going on in Night Shift Nurses, Asane is going to be there to make sure you don't see what you're not supposed to see. Okay? She'll make sure of it. She is my pillar of strength. Not as much as Arya and Kat and my wife, but...
Who's Arya?
Who is Arya?
I'm just a cat now, meow.
Pillow of strength. Elvis. Oh my god. That's perfect. Okay. Next up. The next award. Okay. Some of you may know this already. Oh, this is too long. It's gonna cover up chat. I'm sorry. The best game song that the devs knew that you were gonna hear a lot. Like, a lot. So, it's time to pause the music. I gotta open up something. And if you watch the alt streams, you're immediately gonna know what I'm talking about. Let me open up a window capture. There we go. And I gotta scoot it down. Hey Cat, welcome back. Gotta be careful what I click here. It's this one, and then it's music mode. So what is the song that the devs knew you were gonna hear a lot? It's Machi no Sora. This song right here. This banger. Absolutely incredible. Flan? Flan real? But yeah, this song is a banger. They really did it justice in the remake. Not all the songs in the remake of Dokusei 2 are great. This one is even better than the original. It's so good. And it's such a short loop, but it doesn't feel like it. We're gonna listen to it loop, and then we'll move on to the next thing. But this song you hear when you're walking around the city, which is something you do a lot in the I should say the Kyusei games. Dokusei, Dokusei 2, Kakusei, probably Kakusei 2. I don't know. I haven't played Kakusei 2 yet.
Oh, you said cuck, you say?
Kakusei?
The cucking one, yeah.
She's in the cuck queen seat.
No.
Kakuin?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay. Boom. We're gonna come back to this. But let me scoot on out of Dokusei real quick. Fantastic. So that's the winner for the best game song that the devs knew you were gonna hear a lot. Next up, the same line of thinking. My favorite game soundtrack. And there's one that almost made it. I have actually finished this game, which is why I included it. Now, normally, I would be like, you know, maybe don't include it because I haven't finished, or don't include the next game because I haven't finished it. But I think the next game stands out so much that it deserves to have the top spot. However, we gotta listen to this soundtrack. Oh no, hold on. Let me turn it up before I start the track. There we go. I'm gonna turn it up a tiny bit. I'm gonna go 70%. And let me get the image for this. So you might be like, what the heck is this I'm listening to? I've heard this on Cat's chat playlist before. Well, thanks for asking. This is the Nukitashi original soundtrack. And the thing I want to say about this soundtrack is it perfectly encapsulates like the feeling and setting in the game, which is you're on this like tropical Pacific island. It's always hot. It's the middle of summer during the game, and everything is like very like either you're trying to relax or it's like you're sweating it out. It's one or the other, you know? Trying to relax and cool off or you're sweating it out. This whole soundtrack is like that. It's excellent. We're gonna listen to one more song. And then we'll move on to the actual favorite game soundtrack of 2024. But this is the
Does that say Distrega?
Galaga! Thank you for the gift subs. And Valorant, thank you.
Does that say
It
Distrega?
Always
must
saying
be
Valorant.
it must be an event thing going on.
No, everyone's watching your stream from the Valorant community.
Does that say Distrega?
That's gotta
They
be
love
it.
you.
That's gotta be it. But yeah, Nukitashi soundtrack, absolute banger.
Does that say Distrega?
If I were to rate the soundtrack out of 10, with 10 being like Ridge Racer Type 4,
Does that say
Um,
Distrega?
it'd be a 9.0. Like, this whole soundtrack is incredible. I cannot say enough good words about
Does that
it.
say Distrega?
But yeah, I think you get the idea. So let's stop there. And then I made sure this wasn't in the playlist. I wanna add an honorable mention. Okay? This honorable mention popped up right at the end of the year as I bought this game at the end of the year. You're gonna be like, why are you playing this game? Why are you talking about this? It's got good music. I just can't help myself. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I can show this screen. Hang in there. So this is a Nuki-Gay. And you're gonna be like, what the hell's a Nuki-Gay? Well, a Nuki-Gay is a game where people just take their clothes off constantly. This is... well, let me get the English title, actually. It is Oppai Succubus Academy, Sucky and Busty, Demonic and Losty. What a title. This game...
Good screenshots you've been sending me.
Yeah! I could show you, actually. I don't know if I can click on animation.
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
If you want to go to Blue Sky, I made a skeet today. It says, the two genders. And one of them is sub-mother, and the other one is main characters. That's from this game. That's from this menu. If I go to animation, it'll be there. This song is really good. A lot of the songs in this game are really good. The fake name. Hold on, I gotta show you. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I can show this. Hold on, I'm checking. Yes, I can show this. There are some questionable SD characters on this screen, but you can see up here. Main characters or sub-mother. What are you? Least trashy title. Okay, and I have to do this again. I want to show you some cool things about this game real quick. Okay, it's gonna be your choice, Arya. Do you want the high school uniform? Do you want a cheerleader uniform? Or do you want a succubus uniform?
We'll do the succubus, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
I suppose.
Alright, so there are only like 3 uniforms I can show. This game is very over the top.
Damn!
So let me show you real quick. You can zoom in, like all the way in.
Be careful.
Be
This is
careful.
dangerous.
It's fine. I made sure beforehand. This does not
You're gonna misclick the naked and you're gonna be cooked.
does not cause any Twitch issues. Okay. All you can see is her belly button. That's it. All right. I promise. And you can also, this is the cheerleader uniform that I was talking about. Oh my god. Okay, make her small. There we go, perfect. Cover up these girls. They're not important. This is very silly. I like this game a lot. Yeah. Everybody should be allowed to enjoy whatever they wanted to enjoy.
Not me.
Not you? Okay.
No.
Except Aria. The classiest possible game to have Opie in the title. Okay. So. Actual favorite game soundtrack. Oh, right. I actually grabbed an image for Opie Succubus Academy. So let me show that off, because I spent the time doing it. There you go. That's the image. I can't actually show you the girl on the right's like full outfit, unfortunately. Anyway. Here we go. Okay. Actual favorite game soundtrack. 2024. Reveal. Subarashiki Hibi. This game surprised me. I started it and I was like, seems alright. I might like it. And then it got a little tiring for a bit, and I was like, it's gotta be better than this. Everybody talks about it being so good, and then it hit me. It hit me real hard, and I was like, okay, I get it now. So we're gonna listen to 5 different tracks from this game. This game has... It's kind of bisected into 2 styles of music. So you have the very, like, emotional piano stuff that you would get in key visual arts games like Canon or Clannad or Air or something like that. And then you have this type of song, which you would hear on like the Secret of Mana Plus Megamix soundtrack. You gotta tap it, Elvis. But it's got like 2 separate styles to it, and I really like that because I love that Secret of Mana Plus like experimental like sound style, and I love that key visual arts. This song is going to accompany some text that's going to make you cry style as well. So we're gonna listen to this for a bit. I'm gonna turn it back down, but we're gonna leave it in the background for y'all. And the reason I didn't put it as the almost or whatever, I haven't finished this game yet, so I don't want to spoil myself by listening to tracks that haven't come up in the game yet. From what I understand, I have a long way to go. Although I am in the longest arc of the game. Probably near the end of it. And the most promising game I started in 2024. Wow, this is long. Okay. This one, I didn't waffle on. This was actually something that I was like very resolute with. I don't think it's gonna surprise you. It's the same game. Subarashiki Hibi. Furenzoku Sonzai. Wonderful every day. Game is... I don't want to say incredible. I want to say it's like... It really tugs at your... not your individuality, but like your ability to do things. Because you don't have the ability, you lose control when you're playing this game.
Oh no, I lost my glasses.
I don't mean like you go crazy or anything. I mean like you really, the game is meant to push you into a spot where you feel like you are out of everything that is normal, and that you are kind of forced to deal with what is going on. And I really like that about this game. It's very different. It's a different approach from most of the games that I've played, visual novels and regular games included. Not very many pieces of media are willing to take away control from the person ingesting them. A lot of them are about immersing yourself into something. And this isn't like that. And I really look up to it because of it. I'm looking forward to playing more of it. The arc I'm in is it's really hard to get through. For kind of that reason, but also kind of other reasons as well. Okay. We are closing in on the end of the awards, and I know I didn't do like viewer awards this year because I just didn't. One, I haven't been streaming for like 3 months or something. Two, I feel like at this point this whole thing is more about me than what is going on with everybody else. And I appreciate all of you. Like, everybody who watches. Everybody who joined in on the Donathon. Everybody who's here now and has followed recently. People who have been here for a long time. Aria. Like, everybody close to me. Like, I appreciate all of you. But I kind of want this particular Cat Awards to be more about positivity and where I'm going in the future, because I don't have a lot of my headache stuff has resulted in negativity with how I feel about things, and I don't want to be condemned to that. So, second to last, game of the year, but it was not made in 2024.
Astrobot.
Astrobot PS4.
Astrobot PS2.
PS2. She got it. Perfect. It's Nukitashi. I think I finished this in like April.
What is
yeah.
the girl on the right Boobalina with her sword?
She's my favorite character. Don't speak ill of her.
I'm just saying she's boobing up with the sword.
That's just how she do. Mother of God. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for pointing attention to boob sword lady, everyone.
So,
does she show up in Nukitashi too?
Yes. All of these characters are in Nukitashi too. Nukitashi. So, I want to talk about what this game is, because you're going to look at it and you'll be like, what the hell? Why are there characters with like no clothes on and stuff? Well, it is we'll call it an eroge or bishojo-ge. It's not a nuki-ge. But in the title, it says, the translation of the title is, if I'm living in an island that is like it came out of a nuki-ge, what am I supposed to do? And this island has laws that basically make it so people are encouraged to procreate and copulate and all that good stuff. But you are the leader of a group of people who do not want to do that. You think it's important to have love before sex. And this game hits on a lot of really like important themes, and I think that the end game like character routes are not nearly as good as the meat of the game. So the meat of the game has a lot of situations that you end up in that are very uncomfortable, and you have to deal with them in ways that are not commonly explored in other visual novels that I have played. I'm sure there's some visual novels out there that talk about this stuff. The booby meat. She's my favorite character. She is my favorite character. You can make fun of her. Let me make sure I have her name right. I think it's like Ikuko Onabuta? Yeah. Which if you don't use the like kanji to read it is like the coming girl masturbation pig. But
That's just me. That's literally me.
But she's actually got an incredible story. You don't get to see her full story unless you play Nukitashi 2, but you get to explore a lot of her story in 1. So 1, spoilers, I guess. I probably shouldn't talk about which characters you get close to in 1 versus 2. But if you like Ikuko, 1 and 2 are both good. The coming girl master. Calica. Oh, she's my favorite character. Oh my god. Anyway, this game explores a lot of themes that are not commonly talked about in Arrowgate, and I don't want to say it healed my trauma like Dokusei did, but it definitely helped put things into perspective with my trauma. For those that don't know, I have a lot of trauma about I don't want to say adult topics. How would you say it, Haria? What is the best way of putting it? You don't have to answer. Being horny? Yeah, I guess being horny in general.
Being horny.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it that's safe for Twitch. It helped a lot. And that is not like a joke or anything. I know these character designs look completely out of control. That is kind of like the subversion that this visual novel has. Is that you think, oh gosh, these characters they're so out of control, they're so ridiculous. And then you play the game and you're like, oh, actually, this is kind of like realistic and interesting. But yeah, if this was not I think this was released in 2018 or 2019. If it wasn't released then, this would be my game of the year. Unfortunately, it was released back then. So, game of the year. To the surprise of no one. You're funny. This is very funny. To the surprise of no one. I think everybody knows this. It's Dokusei 2 Remake. My favorite game that I beat today. I didn't beat anything today. I did beat Guardian Legend yesterday. If you like Guardian Legend. Hold on. Before you all, like, completely chastise me for this.
I'm chastising you for this? Sorry, completely.
So, I changed my name before, like, I left Twitter. I changed my name to #1 Dokusei Fan USA, right? That was in May, June, July, something like that. And I was like, okay, I really like Dokuse, right? But I don't like it enough to be like, oh, it's one of the greatest games of all time. It's fantastic. I can't stop thinking about it. No, it was like, you know, it healed my trauma. It actually changed who I am. I became a better person. I became a more complete person. But I wasn't like completely smitten with Dokuse, the game, or the series. However, I started going out with Kat, and she immediately played Dokuse, and I was like, I started noticing things about the game that I didn't notice before, and I was like, oh god, this might actually be, like, one of the greatest games of all time. It might be one of my, like, top 5 games of all time. Dokuse 1. And I'm still finding stuff about it that is like, oh my god, this game is so fucking good. I played through Dokuse 2 Remake. I'm not gonna lie. 5 days ago, I would not have said that this is the game of the year. This game, like, the second playthrough it destroyed me. The characters in it are so beautiful in so many different ways. The ways that the player interacts with them are so important to how the game conveys its message. And Dokuse 2 has a very clear message once you get deep into the game and you start, you know, ending up with a lot of different girls. You'll notice it. And it undoes all of the... It undoes the one issue I have with 1, which is a big issue. And makes everything right. And it's sweeter and softer than 1. But it is also less of its predecessor. So, like, how do I put this? Dokuse 1 is a fun dating sim. You go through, you find girls, you meet them, you converse with them, you get to know them. You get to have intimate scenes with them where you might end up crying. Like, as the player, end up crying, not as the main character. There's a lot of complex interactions that you have. And 2, so far, I've not finished it yet completely, but so far it seems like you have more honed in interactions with each of the characters. And it all revolves around this central theme. And I don't want to say the central theme. I think it's really important to the game. And I think it's important that you discover that theme for yourself. If you're interested in this series. You don't have to play 1 first. I think it's a good experience. I think it's a great experience, but you don't have to play 1 in order to play 2. But 2 has such a strong composition overall that I can't help but think that it is technically better than 1. It's not, I don't think it's going to affect me more than 1. But I may be wrong. At the end of 2025, I may still be talking about Dokuse 2, and that's the key that this game ended up being better than 1. It's fantastic. Like, I can't say anything more without spoiling a lot of what is really cool about it, but if you watched this game on my alt, you have gotten a small taste of what is in store with the game. I really think you should push yourself to do multiple playthroughs if you play this. But it is incredible. I liked Astrobot a lot, I'll be honest. But it doesn't hold a candle to Dokuse 2. People are not going to be talking about Astrobot
Canceled on Twitter.
in 10 years. I'm
I just
sorry.
canceled you.
Rip. Oh well. Not like I was hanging around on Twitter anymore anyway.
Canceled on Blue Sky.
So, that is it for the awards. However, we're not done.
Wait, I want to have a game of the year. Can
Okay.
I have a game of the year as
Yes.
a treat?
Yes. What is your game of the year? Path of Exile 2.
The House in Fata Morgana. It's the best visual novel I ever
Ooh.
played, and I ugly cried.
Let's fucking go.
That's all. Everyone should play it. It's really good. I was shocked how good it was.
It's probably gonna come up for the visual novel literature club at some point.
Bring me in. Bring me in.
All right, bet.
I played it at a very vulnerable time in my life, and a lot of the themes resonated with me, and I cried a lot. It's so
Aw. It sounds a lot like Clannad, to be honest. I'm looking forward to Ugu. Thank you, Aria. I will make an effort to play through your game of the year this coming year.
It's in our family library. You can play it whenever.
I know. I'm very excited. Okay, so I want to reveal one of my 2025 resolutions, which you all probably already know.
Jork it.
Jork it. Jork it as
More
much as
Jork in
possible.
your peanuts.
You gotta do that. 2025 resolution
I
reveal.
want to see everyone in chat gooning.
Right now.
You
Aria.
wrote slut solution? Was that on purpose? Resluttion? Wait, was that on purpose, Kat?
What? Resluttion? No!
Yeah, you wrote
No!
resluttion instead of resolution.
We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. We'll do it
I
live.
told you to goon.
We'll
That's
do it
crazy.
live.
Oh, that's so good.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Not bad.
No, you're fine. I can't even find the thing I was looking for. Okay. So, here's the reveal. Okay. I want to finish one more visual novel in Japanese. Okay. I don't think I can do 2 yet. And you'll see why. These are all pretty long. But I want to finish one more visual novel in Japanese. So, here's our choices. And they're not your choices, they're my choice, but I'm gonna reveal them anyway. Eve Burst Error, which won the poll on Twitter early on in 2024 when I was like, oh, I want to finish a full-length visual novel in Japanese. Eve Burst Error won. However, I finished Dokuse 2 Remake instead. Oh my god, Elvis! Number 2. And there's gonna be 4 of these, and they're not quite the same as last year. Number 2 is Isaku. If you were around for any kind of hentai in the mid-2000s to late 2000s, you know the antagonist of Isaku. He's not on the cover, but you know him. I'm not going to reveal him to you. But his name is Isaku. Believe it or not. Oh my god, Galaga. Oh, I didn't... I forgot to put this one in the actual thing. Okay. That's alright. I know where it is. It's right here. Number 3, Dokoku Soshite. My favorite Japanese-only game that I played on Saturn Grab Bag. Just astounding. I cannot wait to play this. I'm so excited. I want to get to it. But we'll see if that's the one I'm going to choose. And there's one more. Where are you, my friend? Where are you? It's Opie Succubus. No, I'm just kidding. It's White Album 2. White Album 2 is the other one. I've heard it is incredible, and I would love to play it. However, I still need to finish White Album 1, so that's kind of in the way. 1366 by 768. Can I throw in a 1360 by 768 New Year's resolution, please? Aria! I just noticed your quote 95. It will get there one day.
Trust me.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Elvis. Thank you. Oh, Eve Burstair mentioned?
I challenge you for a resolution to beat Chacon the Forever Man.
Okay, bet. I'm writing it down.
Very good.
It's going in there. Beat Chacon the Forever Man. For Genesis or Game Gear?
Whatever makes you happier.
Alright, it's in there. Like, actually. So, that's it for the Cat Awards. I am going to do another stream. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow night. We'll see when I get off work tomorrow. Because I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. But, it will be this week. And I'm going to do a little Omikuji drawing. Just like I did last year. And I'm going to talk about my 2025 resolutions. So yeah. It's in there. Oh my god. Aria, do you have anything you want to talk about, say, before we log off?
Thank you for having me. If you have any Riot Games game on your computer, please uninstall it for the new year for your own mental health and mine. Play fighting games to strengthen your resolve. That's it.
Thank you, Aria. Thank you for being here, too.
No problem.
Genuinely means a lot that you were here. Everybody thank Aria for being here. And thank you, Kat, for the big raid. Did you say woof? Woof.
Yeah.
Woof.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. You're welcome, Sakurmura. No problem. So yeah, I will let you know when I'm going to stream later this week. I don't know how energetic I'm going to be on stream, but I will try to do something a little bit special, just like I did last year. But yeah, it has been a great 2024, genuinely, for me. And I hope that if it was not a great 2024 for you, that 2025 finds you better.
If not, I'm suing you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll allow
Okay,
it.
good.
Alright, everybody. I will see you next time. Thank you for being here. I will continue streaming as soon as I get these headaches resolved, which should happen within the first 2 months of the next year, so hopefully I'll be back then. Alright. Have a night. Excuse me. Happy New Year. Have a wonderful night. Peace.
Bye.